Hey, I'm Jake, and I've been a professional photographer for just under 4 years, and this is my YouTube channel, so welcome. So over the last 4 years, I haven't really known what I wanted to do with this YouTube channel. Honestly, I've had this channel for probably even longer than that, and I've never really known what I wanted to do with it. I've thrown ideas out there, and then I just kind of started using it as posting more of my clients' videos that I've made and everything like that. But going into this new year, happy 2024 by the way, going into this new year, I've kind of decided to change it up a little bit, I guess. And so I had this idea today that I wanted to film, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep it up, and I don't know if anyone's gonna like it, but for me it's kind of cool because I get to document kind of my whole year throughout this process. So what I've kind of decided to do is I'm gonna try don't hold me to it, but I'm gonna try weekly to share some of my favorite photos that I've taken from that past week, basically. So I'm hoping that I can get all these videos out on Fridays and just kind of post from the pictures I've taken the week prior. And I think it's kind of fun for me. I get to see a progression of my photography because, I mean, I'm still pretty new to the photography world, obviously. And even in the last year, I noticed how drastically better I got at some aspects of my photography, how my styles changed a little bit. So even if you guys don't like it, which I hope you do, this is kind of just a little journal for me to see what kind of photo style I had a month ago or a year ago and everything like that. So obviously we're pretty late into January already, so this video is actually going to be the first 3 weeks of photography that I've taken throughout January. And yeah, so I guess we'll just dive right in. Got my laptop right here, and so I'm going to be looking at the pictures. You guys will obviously see them on screen, but so just so you know, that's why I'm looking this way and not into the camera. So yeah, let's just jump in, I guess. So this is my first shot that I've got here. This was actually taken on January 1st. This was New Year's Day that I took this shot. And there's nothing particularly like crazy about the photo, I guess. But I like it because these people, surprisingly enough, were not posing for me. They were literally just looking out the window. I don't remember what was happening, but there was something happening outside of this big bay window that they're looking out of. And I just took the opportunity to snap this photo, and I don't know, I really liked it. I liked the tattoos, the contrast. I've noticed I'm very heavy into like dark contrasty kind of looks. So yeah, this was fun for me, and yeah, I don't know, it was a cool one. And it was a good way to start the new year. So next shot, this was taken on January 3rd, another coffee shop. I love my coffee shops. This photo for me, I don't know why I like it. I like the green, I like the gold. I've shot at this cafe a ton, but I like that the client and the the person they're not the focus. I like having the focus be a little bit more in the foreground with the coffee grinders. And I just really like the framing of this one. I think that's what I probably like the most is the framing, and then maybe the lighting on the gold. Those are probably my two favorite aspects of that photo. All right, January 11th, this is week 2. This photo actually is the only one I have, I think, from this week, I think. So this photo was actually taken on my phone. I was out with a couple friends. I had some friends visiting me out of town, and so I took them to this cool little speakeasy bar, and it's not like a particularly good photo, I guess. I don't know. I'm very critical of my photos, but I like it. I like the dark aesthetic, and the blocking that you kind of see on the right-hand side there, that's actually just a menu that I like put in front. And the funniest part about this photo and why I think I like it so much is because my friends were taking pictures of their drinks, and they were giving me shit, and they were like, oh, this is how Jake would take this photo. And so I was like, no, let me show you guys how I would actually take the photo. So I set up this whole little scene, and I obviously edited it quite a bit, and then I sent it to the group, and I said, this is how you take a Jake photo. So I don't know, I think for me it was more the story, and I obviously like the contrasting and the dark colors in that too. All right, so we jump into January 16th, and this is actually, so we'll count this for this last week. These will be the last kind of group of photos from this last week. There's quite a few on this one. There's actually, I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 listed for this. And these are probably my favorite of the year so far. So this was actually a client of mine that is currently opening a new facility, and so he had me come take shots of some new equipment that came in. And man, I don't know why. I love all of these photos. I love the contrast, so I think the blacks are kind of what really like are a big part of why I like them. But then there's one photo in particular, and it's the one with the handle, and that might be my favorite photo, I think. I guess there's two of the handle, one of him holding it and one of it just in its like holder, I guess. The one in the holder I love. I love how it turned out with the focus sitting so heavy on the wood grain and everything, and kind of blurring out that back part. And then one of him holding it's pretty cool too. I think I would have, if I were to go back, I'd probably edit it a little bit differently. I think for this I kind of put it pretty cool and like cool coloring, and I wish I would have kind of warmed up that handle a little bit and maybe made that color pop a little bit more. But yeah, I don't know. I just fell in love with these photos like as I was editing them, all of them honestly. Like even with him sitting down next to the machine looking towards the camera, him, you know, with his back facing towards the camera or towards the machine. Yeah, it's just, these were hands down probably some of my favorite photos so far this year. And yeah, I can't wait to kind of dive more into these ones. But so yeah, that's pretty much the whole video. That's my first 3 weeks of photos that I've taken so far, and the best ones that I've personally liked so far. So like I said, I'm gonna try and do these every Friday, and just do, instead of 3 weeks, I'll hopefully do just the week prior. And I know for a fact that there's gonna be weeks that I don't take any photos that I particularly like. So those ones are gonna be very fun to try and pick my favorites, but I hope you guys are enjoying it, and I hope you guys tune in to watch more of them. And if you like this video, obviously make sure to subscribe, and yeah, I guess we'll just see you on the next one. Peace out.